Good evening. My name is Rosa Pringle. I decided to do this broadcast um, to give us an open forum to talk about the recent event that has been going on in the news. A lot of us are stressed out, going through different things. I am live with my sister tonight. I don't know where she is at the moment, but because even today I had a meltdown, and on Twitter they're calling it black trauma. It was suggested that I get with a few friends and talk it out. So I decided to make this available to anybody who was wanted to come in and talk about what they're going through, how they're feeling. The night when I saw the Alton Sterling shooting, I couldn't sleep. I tossed and I turned. I tried, but I tossed and I turned. I couldn't sleep. I was upset. I was upset that they took that man's life and they didn't have to. Um, on last night, when I'm in the middle of tweeting and trying to help out other activists that are in the area, I was notified that there was another shooting. And I'm like, I can't believe this. And the young lady went live, Facebook Live. I'm like, oh my God. She had to go live to save her life. They'd already removed her baby from that car, and they were going to make up some big lie and take her out. And I was upset, beyond upset. My sister and I were screaming at each other across the living room, like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Oh my God, this kid just died in a car next to his girlfriend on Facebook Live. I saw today that his sister saw the live video. That's the last memory she has of her brother. Slumped over in a car, shot 4 times by a police officer over a broken taillight. And I've heard that the taillight was not even broken. What is this world coming to? And I say an end. Because if you got this much killing, this much, I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Hispanic, whatever nationality you are, because they beat Muslims left or right because they don't like Muslims. This world is just going to hell in a handbasket. Everybody was praising Obama, and I told them he has nothing to be praised about. He sat there and signed a Blue Lives Matter bill in the White House. What about our black lives? And I have people, especially white people, tell me, oh, your president gives you this, and oh, your president gives you that. That president didn't give me anything but grief. We have people tonight, I saw a live broadcast, that were marching to the White House and telling them to end police brutality, to end the mess that is going on. So, hold on, I have a friend that's trying to get in. That's why I wanted to go live tonight. Um, I just wanted people to have a voice to sound off. And I'm waiting on my sister to come in and speak also. Hopefully she'll be able to speak. I can't hear you, Betty. We don't see you either. Okay. Talk again, Betty. I still can't hear you. Cut your video on. All we're seeing is your picture. We're not seeing you. No. Oh, I'm gonna present you to everybody. Okay, talk now, and we still can't hear you. I'm trying to get someone in. Let me see. Yeah, and it told me to put you on as present. This is all new to us, so bear with us as we are trying to learn our way. And I'm gonna do it again because we're not seeing. All we see is your picture. Okay, I'm gonna kick you out. I'm gonna kick Betty out and see if we can get her back in. Okay, you have been kicked out. Yeah, and there's a storm coming here, so we may um not be live for long because it may knock out our Wi-Fi because I'm on my computer. Justin, oh, and I'm live. Bear with me. Again, we are experiencing technical difficulties. This is brand new, Google Hangouts Live, and Google Hangout Live works with YouTube. So things are different. You don't see a link to get to it. I don't know if I can call you back. We are working on getting Betty back. What they're gonna do is send you the link again. I don't think I can call you back because it's already live. It automatically called you before I went live, so you can be able to go in. Um, like I said, this thing is totally new to me, and it is totally different. And I hope you can hear me out there because it looks like I'm not coming out to everyone. I'm praying that I get a decent night's sleep. I haven't heard about any shootings tonight. All I heard about are protests. I heard that the chief in New York was going through the crowd taking pictures of protesters, and he said if he found that they are the leader, he was filing felony charges to them. And I'm just like, how can you do that? Because that should be against the law. We have the right to assemble. At least I thought we have the right to assemble. I think Betty can get back in. I think I just figured out how to invite someone. Um, and it's thundering. Only in South Carolina. It was hot all day. So now the earth is trying to cool, and we're
Do
having
you
a really
see?
bad fall.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but you have no video.
I don't know what's going on. Let me.
There you go.
What's up?
Hello, this is B.E. Pringle. So when you see us tweeting online, better mute your mic. When you see us tweeting on Twitter, on my page, she is B.E. Pringle. I am at IKnoRo. Um, Betty is also a mother of a young lady. And not only are they hurting little black boys, but they're hurting little black girls. And Betty, I want you to tell people how you feel, especially I think the last event was when they slammed that young lady down in front of the mall a couple of weeks ago. Go ahead and speak. Unmute your mic.
I'm very. I don't even know if there's a word to describe it. To see that young lady got slammed down like that, I wanted to go and beat them cops myself. You know, I'm a mother of a 13-year-old little girl, and I I would have went out there and assault them cops. You gonna put your hand on my child, who basically wasn't doing anything, and you're gonna slam her down to the ground like she's a piece of dog or something? No, you don't do that to a child. You don't even do that to an adult. You know, for time and time I was telling my sister, you know, God gonna get them and this and that, but you know, God give us sense as well. You wanna come and hit me, I'ma hit you back. You wanna come and thought that you gonna get away with assaulting me? No, boo boo. No. These officers, the only thing that make them difference between you and us is they got a badge. And just because you got that badge does not mean that you are liberty to kill. You are still human like the rest of us. You are still a U.S. citizen like the rest of us. And if I went out there and I shot and killed, what, Jane Doe, you're going to put the handcuffs on me and charge me with murder. Even though if I feel she was coming to me aggressive. Even though she had a gun coming at me. I have to prove that it was self-defense. Just like these same officers who want to sit here and use these lame behind excuses. He had a weapon. He came to me aggressive. He was approaching me in a threatening manner. Well, stop and think. You approach us in an aggressive manner. You come to us in a threatening manner. I have the right to kill you. But see, y'all ain't thinking about that. They don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. And it was like, what they're trying to do is take the rights from the blacks. No. You need to go and talk with your forefathers who went over to Africa and bring my forefathers over here. We work enslaved this land. Not y'all, forefathers. Not, don't get it twisted. Let me check it real quick. I love every color. I'm not a racist. I have a lot of white friends. And they understand how I feel. And I understand how they feel. We're going to have to come united. Because divided, we are falling by the wayside. You wonder why this world can't be blessed. You wonder why so many people are dying. You wonder why this and that and the other. Because we're so divided. The whites want to be over here. The blacks over here. Hispanics over here. Donald Trump have his way. We'll be somewhere we don't even know where we at. These officers want to say, oh, blue lives matter. Where, when? When do y'all matter? Because apparently you went thinking about the black lives you out there killing. Oh, he looked like a criminal. Well, Billy Rob looked like a criminal. So should we kill him? You got to think. You got kids. Most of these cops out here that are doing all these killings got kids, family members as well. So my thing is, when you go out there and you go and assault this person, remember the same assault you apply to him can come back to your kids or your family members. You reap just what you sow. Vengeance is mine, said you the Lord. Now, see, they want to come in and probably arrest me because they said I threatened, I put a curse on somebody. No, read your Bibles. It's a generational curse. So therefore, since you want to come out there and you want to kill, let me make it even deeper for you cops. Darren Swinson and the officer that shot Walter Scott, Kai Gurley, and all them. Not only are you living with your sins, you living with their sins. Every person that you sit there and kill or and whatnot, you living with their sin. So if you was to die the day of the night and you did not repent for all of the sins, you going to hell. And hell, when you lift up your eyes, that girl that was thrown down, she was right. If she had died, her blood would have been on their hands. She's correct. I'm tired of seeing these young boys and girls, the adult men and women, being killed because we're black. And I'm tired of seeing about the white ones as well. I don't leave no race out. Wasn't there one that happened last month? We just found out today.
Yeah, Dylan something.
He didn't need to be killed. We gonna have to start standing up and let the officers know we're not playing. We have every right to sit here and say, you don't have to put your hands on me. Search warrant. Don't let them search your vehicle, your house, unless they have a search warrant, even your cell phone. And you were right. When that girl did not went Facebook Live last night, they would have killed her. Lavisha, how you pronounce your name, honey? My heart goes out to you, especially your 4-year-old daughter. Because now that 4-year-old will not be able to trust a police officer. She's traumatized for the rest of her life. Even Lavish, how you pronounce her name, even she's traumatized. All of us who saw that video is traumatized. And I did not know till you just say his sister saw it.
Yes, it was on the news tonight. She was crying, and she said um, that she saw the video. She was trying to make it to the scene, and she was just trying to get there. She was hoping that he held on till she got there, but he didn't. So basically, he died on the scene, and they're telling us, oh, we took him to the hospital, and he died at the hospital. He did not die at the hospital. Hold on, I don't think neither one. Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, I can't hear you. Okay, I think we're about to go out because of the storm. We're gonna try it again tomorrow night. Um, because we have a lot to talk about. All I can say right now, because I've even changed my Facebook, what do you call it, profile picture, and it's Black Power. I always wanted to join the Black Panthers. My parents stopped me. They told me, no, that's not the way. Let's be peaceful. I'm so tired of being peaceful. When Dylan Scott shot those 9 people in the church in Charleston, what did I call the boy? Dylan Roof shot those people in Charleston.
God.
Okay, there you go. Um, they came on and
Oh, this
told
is
us,
fun.
do not retaliate. That is the first thing that came out of their mouth. Do not retaliate. We want you to stay calm. I'm like, why are they telling us to stay calm? And then that's when they let us know that a young white man walked into the church and took 9 lives. He can walk in a black church and take 9 lives, but black people should not get angry. That never left my mind. And I was so upset. And then everybody's wanting to hold hands in Charleston and say, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. We're not going to hate, we're going to love.
Love is good, but and love conquers evil. Yes, but when you find out news like that, when you told me, I just couldn't believe it. I had to fell against the wall. My instinct was, and then what really hurts me is to know that the young boy stood up for his aunt because he didn't want his aunt to get killed. That's like, what would Jesus do? Kind of moment. And what really pisses me off to know that he sat there for hours with them, and then you gonna tell me he took 9 lives, and then you gonna tell me he went on the run, and then you gonna tell me the cops caught him. Oh, he was in the car sleeping. Um, they took him to Burger King. What criminal goes to Burger King? Hold up. Did Mike went to Burger King when he robbed the store? No, they killed him.
They shot Mike in his head. In his head over some cigar. Left him in the street for 8 hours. You saw his blood drain in the street. But yet they say we have no right to get upset. My thing is, they said the white man wrote the Bible to break us, to make us docile. Well, they also gave us a couple of rules in that Bible. And they said there was an eye for an eye. We have sat
Two
down
for a
so
two.
long. We have just, we're going to have peace. You're putting your hands up and they're still shooting you. It's time for us to rise up. It's time for us to unite. You need to stop killing in your community. They are not your enemy. Your enemy is that man out there against you, against your family. I'm just so upset.
The genocide got to stop.
It
Just like
has to
LaBee
stop.
said,
It
they're
has to
they're
stop.
they want to pin us against one another. Now I give it to the Mexicans. They stick together. They can stay in the house 10 to 12 people, but yet 3 of us can't stay in the house. Oh, she want to be better than me. She thinks she better than me. Da, 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 da. No, We all have attitudes. We have different attitudes. But right about now, we need to put all that aside. We need to put all that aside and come together. Come together as one. You be united as one. And we stand together. They can't defeat us. And yes, and don't let me get it twisted. There are some whites that fight for us as well. Let's recognize them. I give y'all applause. I applaud all of y'all. You know, because y'all don't have to do it, and you do it because that let me know that y'all have a heart. Understand me? Y'all have a heart, and I'm proud for that, and I thank y'all for that. Power to all of us. You know, we gonna have to come united. And once we can come united and stand together, show that love that God showed us. He teach us to love. And if we can do that, our land can prosper. That's why we're not prospering. That's why we have so many enemies coming after us. We need to be united. First of all, we got to come together and pray. Put prayers back in schools. Teach the kids how to pray. Well, I remember when I was in school and we had prayer, we didn't have no crimes like you have now where people coming in shooting. You let the devil walk the land freely and he taking souls. Lord, forgive me if I'm wrong. And I told him when I came to the conclusion that my sister is right. You see an officer and you know he's a bad officer, treat him just as such. Dr. Martin Luther King didn't fight for us to have freedom for nothing. His kids should have kept up the model. I wish I was able to go out there and do it. I can't do it, but I can voice my opinion, and that what matters the most. My name is Betty E. Pring, and I approve my message. It's time to take that stand, because we're not falling for anything anymore. So cops, the bad cops, y'all want a war? They're answering it. Remember them two cops that got killed in New York?
Hmm. That wasn't us though. That was set
That
up.
yeah, that
That
was
was set up to try to bring down the Black Lives Matter movement,
mm-hmm.
and we all proved it. And then it just went away. We didn't hear anything
Anything else
else about it.
about?
It was some little guy that already had a record they wanted to get rid of anyway, and that's how they did it. They were dead wrong for that.
Exactly.
They love to set up things for us to fall for, and we're gonna bend over and roll with it. But not anymore. They thought when Jesse did that speech, we were gonna rise up, and it scared them. Now everybody went and got trigger happy. I think somebody's trying to get in.
Hey, Tanika.
She came in.
I don't know if she came in. She saw a message. She said,
Okay,
hey, ladies."
must be. Is it in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not seeing it. What was I forgot what I was talking about?
What Jesse's speech?
Oh, when they heard that speech, they figured we were rising up,
Oh, shoot, you can't answer.
and they wanted to scare us. Well, it didn't work. The only
Oh,
thing it is doing now is making us madder than what we already were. People are rising up in every city coming after them. So,
You can't chat and talk
okay, she needs to come into the video
because it knocked me out.
and knock you out of the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always see it's your picture. So hold on. Okay, so it's just me again. And they thought they were scaring us, and by doing that, it really didn't do anything. It really didn't scare us. The only thing it's doing now is making us mad. And not only black people are mad, but everybody is mad. I'm seeing a lot of mad everybody. So the only thing you have done is just stirred up a nation. Who did what? It just been breaking news. The police chief said 3 officers killed, 7 others injured after sniper shooting during Dallas protest. Suspects at large. You need to come back in the live. I sent you a thing and let us know what just happened. Betty is reporting that police officers were shot in Dallas. Strawberry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Betty, I need you to get back in.
I'm I'm here.
Okay.
Who was shot?
Can you see me?
Tell us who was shot, Betty.
Um, there's it said it was a breaking news. The police chief said there was 3 officers killed, 7 injured in a protest in Dallas.
When?
Suspects at large. Must be not too long ago. I saw it in my thing. I'm scared to go back in. I might get knocked back out.
What you said in Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 officers shot in the
I see your
downtown
finger.
Dallas protest. My
Yeah.
finger. Okay. A finger. I noticed it was my finger.
Oh.
And we just talked about somebody was going to shoot the town.
Wow.
They were hinting about it all day.
And then the sad thing about it, the good cops is going to suffer for the bad cops.
Yeah, but guess what? That's how it goes. Just like it's not like all white people aren't racist, but guess what? They're white racist people. We all gonna suffer
Mm-hmm.
because I have white friends and they still be coming at me like the things I share and they upset with me. But guess what? I'm not talking to them. So if you feeling offended by the stuff I'm sharing about, the true stuff I'm sharing about racist white people, then you got to take a look at yourself.
You're right.
Because I feel like this: if you're not standing up for what's going on wrong and not saying, "Hey, look, racist motherfuckers, stop doing this," then guess what? You against me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a police source said there are at least 3 to 6 officers have been shot tonight. Their conditions are not known. The
Yeah.
shooting happened just before 9 p.m.
Oh, that's like over 2 hours. Well, it's recent to them, right? Because we're hours before Daddy coming in. This is. They wanted a war.
Yeah, they have a war now. Of course they wanted a war. This is, you know how long this has been going on? They've been killing and murdering
Mm-hmm.
us like it was nothing. Yeah.
Nothing.
They
And
always
then
wanted a war. Now that we are standing up, people are like, fuck this. We tired. We ain't believing in Jesus to come back and get us because guess what? It's been so many years. So you telling me that Jesus want us to get brutalized and taking advantage of all these years by we praying and he's gonna come down and save us and no, because if you realize that we are God, God is inside of us, then you know that vengeance is the Lord's. So if vengeance is the Lord, we are God, then we need to take vengeance on what's going on in our lives. We ain't supposed to be sitting here and let nobody kill us and get away with it. That's stupid.
And they, like I said, they were hitting around it all day via Twitter and Instagram. Most of the rappers called out all the games, stop killing each other. I can't hear you. You muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, here I am. Like I said earlier today, I saw on Twitter and Instagram that they did call for the killing of Kyle. They call all the gangs out and start killing each other and to kill the real enemy who's at hand.
That's right.
They wanted a war, they have a war. And there's going to be lots of bloodshed.
And see, we gotta think about it. There's a lot behind that because we as black people don't know who we are. We don't know what kind of mind control and what kind of powers we have. We are supernatural beings. So we start to realize that we have all the supernatural power. We really don't have to worry about them in a whole. But since a lot of people don't know who we are and where God resides, we do have to fight this battle, and it's a spiritual battle, but it's doing fleshly things. You see what I'm saying? So when we realize that as a people, we got to stop being afraid, because see, that Bible mentality has a lot of people afraid to step out and do what's right. Yeah, they're afraid of going to hell. You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell, so I'm just gonna let people beat me down and take advantage of me, my people, and my whole country, my whole family, and because we don't want to go to hell. Right. We in hell now. We're in hell now.
Yes, I agree.
Because you know, it took me a while to feel like when a Caucasian or somebody other than my race disrespects me, it took me a while to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna take that. It took me a while. I was like, oh, maybe I said something wrong. Maybe I did something wrong. And I realized I know who I am. I'm not a disrespectful person. I never was. My mother didn't raise me that way. But now that I know that people will take advantage of you and don't give a shit about you, I wish a motherfucker would.
Amen. I was itching today. I was just itching for somebody to come at me today. And it was going to go off. Somebody was going to get hurt.
Let me tell you.
I was going to hurt somebody.
Let me tell you, me and my best girlfriend, right? We real jokey, so we out and about today, and like we seeing white people, and white people was giving us the utmost respect. I didn't care what we did. We could have been in the room. They was like, excuse me, oh, excuse me, oh, excuse me, and me and her were just like tickled to ourselves, cause we were like, yeah, they don't watch the fucking news. That what that was, cause they know black people is up fucking set, so they know that they are 2 seconds from getting their ass rip a new one.
Like they beat my forefathers long ago. I will whoop their asses. I'm so tired.
Yes, this is a long time coming. I don't give a fuck. This is a long time coming. Long time coming. And I'm trying to tell our men, they are our protecting. They the one who should be protecting us, because guess what? If they don't protect us like how them white men protect their little white women, and how them other men protect their women, guess what? They will get the upper hand. But they know, our men need to know, if they listen to us and protect us, everything will be alright, because they got the strength. We already know our men are stronger than any other men on this planet.
Well, that's why they emasculated them. That's why they call it emasculation of the black male. Most of the
but guess what?
They make sure they were gay, and they don't want to fight back.
Then that may be true, but guess what? Even though if they are gay or homosexual or whatever, they still black men, so we can't disregard them. So guess what? Because I done been to school, years ago, and seeing black gay men get into an argument and get into a fight, and guess what? Their true nature come out. They fight like hell. You see what I'm saying? So they can't be disregarded as well. So we have to accept the fact that that's who they are, that's what they're doing at this time, and still appreciate them and let them know, guess what? We still have faith in you.
Right.
Regardless.
Yeah.
We can't throw nobody to the side because they're all a part of us.
Right.
You know, I had to go pick up my trophies and stuff for my ushers. And the people who own the store is white. But they're out of town, so they was coming back in. And he was like confused with the date, what the date tomorrow is going to be. And then I said, well, that's okay because the 4th of July weekend threw us all off. He said, yeah. He said, but what going on in this world? He said, it disgusts me. And I mean, he was
yeah,
very.
But he ain't doing nothing about it. He ain't doing nothing about it.
He was very disgusted. And to know them for that little period of time, I knew he had meant it. But you know, some of them, I seen them marching. And just like how the there was Freddie Gray or the Ferguson and one of our known church people, he was out there marching along with a white boy. And he was upset. He said because they came out and arrested us, but they pushed me to the side and arrest him. And I'm like, why? And he said, if y'all was gonna y'all was gonna say racism don't exist, he said then y'all should arrest both of us. And he had a point. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. They should arrest both of us. He said that moment right then and there, he knew it was about color. And they need to stop lying.
It's always about color. For the simple fact that everything in this earth, everything that we're under, the system, the way they do things, the food that they make, it's all about them. It's not about us. We cannot survive on the pollutionated food that they make us, that they provide for us, the GMOs, all that stuff is made to kill our bodies and pollute us. We are natural beings. We eat of the earth, fruits, vegetables, plain clear water, spring water, things like that. They learned that stuff early on, and they took it away from us because they know if they took it away from us, they could keep us from being the spiritual people that we are. They could keep our children from being smart and intelligent. They could dumb us down to their levels and keep us oppressed. They learned that early on. We didn't learn that stuff because we didn't know who we are. We didn't learn it in school. We got to think about how far and way back that they had went to conquer us. You see what I'm saying? They went all the way back to our food, the very things that we consume daily, our drinking water. They have sodium fluoride in our drinking water. Sodium fluoride makes us stupid. They have it in our toothpaste. So as soon as you wake up in the morning to brush your teeth, you getting your dumb down medicine. These people don't care nothing about us, neither our lives. We live in a corporation. A corporation. This is not a country. This is a corporation. This is legalized slavery. They make us work 8 hours a day. They pay us the bare minimum. They pay us the bare minimum, and what they do is, once we done work these 2 weeks or these 1 week to get this money, the same money that we work all hard for, we spend it on rent, on light bills, car notes, insurance, gas, the same companies that they already own. Do you understand that they already own these companies? So basically, they're giving us the money just to pay back into their company. So we're not doing anything with our lives. We're just running in a circle. We're their fucking lab rats. These people don't care about us. That's why we have to take ourselves away from that. Us as black people have to move away from this system. Because before there was cash money, that paper money, it was something we had called the barter system. And the barter system is just like being friends and family. I'm your friend, I'm your family. You don't have to pay me for anything. Whatever you need from me, I will give it to you, and I will do it for you because you're my friend, you're my family, and I love you. You don't owe me nothing. That's how it's always supposed to be between us as black people, period. Because whatever you're good at, I may not be good at. So you will do whatever your specialty is for me, and I'll do whatever my specialty is for you. And guess what? That's a connection. That's a bond. They took the bonding that we had as black people. They took it away from us. They separated us. They conquered us, and they divided us. You see what I'm saying? That's how they got the upper hand. That's how they did it, through paper fucking money, monopoly money. Y'all know money don't mean nothing, because once you get it, you spin it right back. It don't mean nothing.
Right.
It's an illusion.
Something they want you to keep looking for.
Exactly.
And be disappointed.
And they tell us that we're materialistic. They're more materialistic than we are.
Hello.
They think having a big house and big cars and clothes makes them somebody. When truth is, we as black people know that family makes us who we are. I know I'm happy when I'm with my family and I'm spending time with them. I ain't gotta have a damn dollar in my pocket.
You're right about that.
But we do know, to be realistic, we do know that we need money to survive, because guess what? They'll cut your damn lights off, they cut your water off, you can't do nothing, you can't have no clothes, you can't feed your kids. You know, we know we need it, because that's how they got us right now. But if we can separate ourselves from that, and we can grow our own food, and we can start teaching our kids, and because the education system that they give our kids ain't teaching them shit.
Yeah, you got that right.
If we get away from them, they will die. You know why? Because they ain't got our money no more. Black people are the majority of this world, but they tell us we're the minority. They told us we were the minority to keep us from thinking that we had a chance, for one.
Mm-hmm.
But we are the majority. There's more black people in this world than there are than there are white, Mexican, and any other race.
Yeah, and that's why they're trying to eliminate us as they can.
Exactly. And the only other race that's more like us is the Chinese people. The Chinese people are closer distant ancestors and relatives to us than any other race. And you know it's a lot of them damn Asian ching ching bang bang bing bang 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 bang. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was saying earlier how the Mexicans are more united than we are. They can stay 10 to 12 in a house.
Exactly, because the Mexicans know that there is strength in unity. They know that. You know that, 'cause that's how they cross them borders, by having strength and unity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do things.
We stand, divided we fall.
Exactly. They know, but you gotta think about it. They weren't enslaved. They were enslaved as well, because they're brown skinned too. A lot of them were murdered as well. But they know that if they stick together and they fight back, who gonna fuck with them? But our black people are afraid, because they beat fear into us.
Yeah. Yeah.
They beat fear into us, and it's stuck. We afraid of this. We afraid of that. We afraid. What are we afraid of? But these motherfuckers who putting their foot on our neck, fucking us in the ass while they doing it.
There you go. Well, just about to be midnight. We're gonna talk.
Can't hear you.
Oh, no.
She said it's about to be midnight. Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying it's about to be midnight. Okay. I'm gonna come back in tomorrow night. I forgot what time I set it up. Hopefully we'll have a few more women with us, and maybe some men. Invite your friend so they can come in. We went live tonight on YouTube and Google. This is IKnoRo. We have Tink, and we have B Pringle, and we want to say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.